Camoccio Gun Mart TV. If you're into firearms, you may be familiar with the profile of this because it follows faithfully the Ruger Mark I fluted ball barrel from around about 1970, but it's actually a break barrel spring powered air pistol, and it's made by Umarex, and if you're familiar with them, it's made in Germany, and they have the probably the biggest selection of air guns that are made under license that then follow the patterns of sort of visually firearms and various famous names in the gun industry. So yeah, this is the Ruger Mark IV Hunter, and it's as I say, it's a spring powered air pistol, but you can get this in black or silver, but it really does look rather flash in this in silver finish. So looking at the details, you've got fibre optic open sights. That's a fixed sight there. You can see the element there. The element, all importantly, the element's sort of protected, so you're not seeing the bare element there, and that is important because you've got to cock the action here, and you'll need as much leverage as possible. So you're going to be putting your hand over that. So you got that's your foresight. You've got an adjustable rear sight. A little bit disappointing on that is because there's not a positive feel to the increments as you're adjusting it, but you get there in the end. So I'm sort of nitpicking. So adjustable rear sight. Then other details, you've got dummy slide release there. That is a working safety catch. You've got these sort of faux grips, all rather attractive, and they really contrast nicely. Nice broad trigger blade there, dummy magazine underneath, and then of course the detail you'd notice, which would obviously set it apart from the firearm, is this linkage here, and of course that is a very neat cocking linkage which then covers the break barrel system. So we'll just show you that in action. So as I say, breaking that, very easy to cock the action, not too much effort required there, and then you've freed up your action. You can see that it's all very nicely finished, very nicely made. So you've got your normal breech seal there and a rifled barrel, and we'll just put a pellet in. Obviously you want to keep that nice and flush so it doesn't get deformed. And then now this is a key thing on the safety front. If you're not careful, you'll find yourself doing that, and at some point you're holding a loaded gun with the barrel in your palm. Don't do that. So just get into the routine of coming outside that, locking it up, and you never got your hand in front of the barrel, because it's very easy to do that and sort of slip into that routine, and obviously that's a fairly dangerous thing to do. Other than that, this is a little beauty. So yeah, we'll just fire a few shots. So it's an automatic safety. So I'm just pressing off. I'll just show you again the safety catch there. Basically that will automatically set, and you just press that down to take your shot. So pretty easy cocking stroke. Press your pellet away, and as I say, keep your hand free of that muzzle. Safety off. Nice feel to the trigger actually. It's sort of pretty well a single action, but it just breaks quite cleanly. It's fairly light, so it all helps to promote, accurate shooting. Very muted action to the the spring piston power plant, so very little recoil. And on test we've had some reasonable groups at sort of 10 yards, which is probably going to be the target range for this. Obviously no provision for scopes or added sights, so you are going to use your open sights, but yeah, it's great fun and shoots very well. On test, I mean, this has been very consistent. We've had sort of 10 shot strings, 7 feet per second, very consistent. Nice little neat power plant, and as I say, the way they've done these linkages, etc., there's some quite subtle features in this, very nicely produced. So yeah, I'm a big fan. That's the Ruger Mark IV from Umarex.